Hello, and welcome everyone to my first ever game review. I'll be covering the ups and downs of the new game Helldivers 2. Remember, this is all my own opinion on what stands out to me personally as I play the game myself. I'll begin with explaining a couple pros. The varying difficulty on the missions allow for both casual players and those looking for a challenge to play at their own pace. Next up, combat is both tactical and arcade-like, a good mix of spray and pray while also having to make every shot count. This creates a very fun gameplay loop that I found myself dumping hours into. Another minor detail that really stood out to me while I was playing was when you interact with different objects, instead of having to just hold a button pressed, they're all engaging minigames. Even your abilities require some skill to master calling them in. This allows for a skill check even with trivial things like starting a command, reviving teammates, or calling in supplies. You have to actually stop and think and not mess up either. Another thing I personally enjoy when games add is the ability to achieve the special currency that they may be selling by means of grinding the game and playing it. Now, let's address some cons. Of course, let's all address the elephant in the room, the servers. This has been plaguing the release and many players often refunding or complaining. I think there's two sides to this and believe that players should be able to play the game they buy, of course. But the community also must understand that this influx of players was simply not predicted. They simply were not ready for the game to grab this much attention and bring in this many players. And it is not as easy of a fix as buy more servers as many people are saying. Another issue on my list is game crashing. I myself have been caught by this issue a couple of times while playing, usually very late into a mission. This, unfortunately, paired with the abysmal wait times due to the server being full, requires me to usually give up that mission and restart all over again, which is never fun. Now, I will say, from the 25 hours I've played in the past 3 days, this issue has only come up once. Another issue I've had is the mini bugs in the game. No, not the ones you can kill for democracy. The ones that make you stuck in a wall, absorbing my RPG rockets, and my sights not working like they should. This often leads me to failing challenging missions I'm attempting. However, this is always expected with new releases. As long as the developers listen and actively work to repair these issues though, I think it's a completely normal thing. I think it's also worth mentioning the main way to get into someone's server, the quick play function, has not been able to work for me personally. So finding games usually leads me to diving through some Discord, looking for games and chatting for 30-40 minutes until someone wants to add me specifically to play with me. Overall, I've been having a blast with this game. I have high hopes for its future. I believe the game will end up being one of the best in the 2024 year. Please feel free to comment any other opinions you may have about the game currently and share your personal experiences playing the game yourselves. Make sure to like and subscribe and keep fighting for democracy.